What if I told you the most powerful asset you have isn't money, talent, or even intelligence, but time? Not just the hours ticking away on a clock, but how you choose to use them. Everyone gets the same 24 hours. From the world's wealthiest entrepreneurs to the most ordinary person walking down the street, time is the one resource doled out in equal portions. And yet, the difference between those who build empires and those who stay stuck often boils down to how they use it. If you ever feel like time is slipping through your fingers, or like you're constantly busy but never really productive, you're not alone. But here's the truth. Time doesn't get managed on its own. You do. And the way you treat time will ultimately determine the quality of your life. Success isn't just about working hard, it's about working smart and with intentionality. The most successful people in the world don't magically find more hours in their day. They simply refuse to waste the ones they have. They guard their time like a fortress, protect their mornings like sacred ground, and cut off distractions like weeds in a garden. They understand that every minute wasted is a minute they'll never get back. That's why they structure their day around what truly matters: goals, vision, growth, and purpose. They plan their days before the sun rises. They set intentions before distractions hit, and they prioritize with clarity. If you want to rise above average and step into a life that reflects your true potential, you must first master time, because time mastery is life mastery. Think about it. Every time you hit snooze on your alarm, scroll endlessly on social media, or say yes to things that don't align with your goals, you are giving pieces of your life away to things that don't feed your future. And here's the painful part. No one's going to give you that time back. No one's going to knock on your door and say, "Hey, I noticed you didn't follow through on your dreams this week. Want another shot?" Life just keeps moving, and it doesn't slow down for indecision, laziness, or emotional excuses. That's why so many people live with regret. Not because they didn't have enough time, but because they didn't value the time they had. And the people who succeed, who truly rise, they understand that time is sacred. They don't wait for motivation. They build systems, habits, and discipline to make the most of their energy. They don't ask if they feel like doing something, they show up anyway. They act from commitment, not convenience. One of the most powerful things you can do is to start your day before it starts. The battle for your day is won the night before. That's when you decide who you will be when the alarm goes off. Will you choose discipline or delay? Purpose or procrastination? Preparation puts you in charge. When you plan your day with clarity, when you write down your goals, when you define your top priorities, you give your day direction, and direction leads to power. You're not just reacting anymore, you're creating. You're not just surviving, you're building. And that one shift, choosing to act on purpose instead of by accident, changes everything. Let's not pretend this is easy. We live in a world that profits from your distraction. Everything is competing for your attention. Notifications, messages, trending videos, random requests, endless scrolling. Your brain is constantly under attack. And the worst part is that it often feels good to waste time in the moment. Dopamine makes you feel satisfied even when your soul knows you're being robbed. That's the trick. That's how you lose years of your life and don't even realize it until you're forced to. Until a dream fades, a relationship breaks, or a door closes. And suddenly you realize you've spent years being busy but never productive. That's why time management isn't just a tool, it's a defense mechanism. It's how you protect your purpose. It's how you build a life with no regret. So how do you use time like the most successful people do? You start by owning it. You take radical responsibility for every minute. No more excuses. No more blaming your schedule, your boss, your friends, or your past. If something is stealing your time, it's on you to stop it. Own your mornings. Wake up early, not because it's trendy, but because it's a quiet hour where the world hasn't touched you yet. That's your sacred space. Your mental gym, your planning table, your prayer closet, your mindset builder. Use that hour to set intentions, visualize success, prepare your mind, and focus your energy. One intentional morning is more powerful than 10 chaotic ones. One focused hour is worth more than 5 distracted ones. Learn how to make every hour work for you. Next, eliminate distractions like your life depends on it, because it does. If something is not moving you closer to your vision, it's pulling you away from it. Be ruthless with your focus. Put your phone on airplane mode if you have to. Say no to requests that don't align. Guard your time like a lioness protects her cubs. Successful people are not afraid to offend others if it means protecting their mission. They don't apologize for staying focused, and neither should you. It's not selfish to protect your time. It's wise. Because when your time is free, your mind is free, and a free mind creates empires. Start scheduling your priorities instead of prioritizing your schedule. Don't just fill your calendar with what's urgent. Fill it with what matters. Think about your future self. Who do you want to become? What habits does that version of you live by? Begin aligning your daily actions with that future vision. That's how transformation happens. One consistent, deliberate decision at a time. Create non-negotiables. Build routines. Stack your habits. Set your environment up for success. Use time blocks to focus deeply, then rest intentionally. You don't need more hours. You need more clarity, more structure, and more intention. And yes, discipline is uncomfortable. That's the whole point. The pain of discipline is always less than the pain of regret. You might not always feel like doing the work, but every time you show up when it's hard, you are rewiring your brain for resilience. Every time you ignore a distraction, you are training your focus. Every time you say no to something meaningless, you say yes to your future. This is the foundation of greatness. Mastering yourself before you try to master the world. Owning your time is an act of self-respect. It's you saying, I am worth showing up for. My goals are worth my time. My life is worth building with precision and passion. Now, you don't have to change everything overnight. Start small. Choose one habit to master this week. Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier. Maybe it's turning your phone off during focus hours. Maybe it's writing out your top 3 priorities each morning. Small steps lead to big shifts when done consistently. And don't wait for the perfect time to start. There's no such thing. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to move. But clarity comes with action. Confidence grows when you follow through. And momentum builds when you show up day after day, even when no one is watching. The truth is, you already have what it takes. The problem isn't your potential, it's your patterns. But the good news is, patterns can be changed. Habits can be built. Time can be redeemed. You're not behind, you're just getting started. And now that you know what's possible, the only question is, what will you do with this day? Not tomorrow, not next year, today. Because this moment, right now, is all you really have. Use it like your dreams depend on it, because they do. The world doesn't need more people who are merely busy. It needs people who are focused, driven, intentional. It needs you fully awake to your power, fully committed to your calling, and fully engaged with your time. You were not made to drift, you were made to build. You were not created for chaos, you were created for clarity. And the way you use your time is the loudest message you send to the world about what matters to you. Make it count, own it, protect it, shape it like a sculptor carves stone, deliberately, carefully, and with vision. This is your life, and time is how you build it. So let today be the turning point. Let this be the day you decide to stop letting time slip through your fingers and start holding it with purpose. Look at your calendar like it's a mirror. What does it say about your priorities? Look at how you spend your morning. What does it say about your mindset? Look at how you handle distractions. What does it say about your discipline? If you don't like the answers, you have the power to change them. No one else can do it for you. But once you do, you'll feel the shift. You'll feel the confidence of control, the peace of clarity, and the fire of forward motion. Remember this, the clock is ticking, not to pressure you, but to remind you that your life is happening right now. And every day you waste is a day you don't get back. But every day you own is a day you build something powerful. So use your time like the most successful people do, on purpose, with vision, and without apology. Because your future isn't waiting. It's being written by the choices you make today.